Good, tender loving care. Welcome everyone. So I'm here to talk to you about a topic that has been trending. It's also been on my mind, and it's a topic that I was just gonna let go, but I can't let go. It's a topic that came up today. It's a topic that I've been working on this entire past week. And as you all know, I posted a stream, a preview about a dog show. A very awesome dog show. I got to see a lot of dogs, but it's about that occurrence that happened with the dog thieves. So as you all know, we had a big storm here. One of the last major storms flooded our entire studio, and yeah, we had to get rid of a lot of stuff. So we heard that there was going to be another major storm on its way. So I was preparing everything outside, preparing everything indoors, and all of a sudden I'm outside, and some of you already heard this story. So if you have not, make sure to subscribe and share. So what happened is that I'll get back to the story in a moment. Hey, Thomas, Ed, what's up? It's your birthday today? Happy day of birth. Make sure you subscribe and like. I'll give you a shout out. This is the unofficial stream, but I'm gonna go live later in the studio, and I'll give you a shout out from the spaceship. Yeah, so I hope you have an awesome birthday. Kind of a cake. We have actually we have some cake here today. So you're Easter then, huh? You have an Easter birthday. All right, so getting back to the story, everyone. And I'm over here setting up the outside. A major storm is coming. The last one flooded our entire studio, and I'm talking flooded the studio. I was just very fortunate that it did not affect any of the electronics, but it did. It soaked all the it was inches. Just entire basement flooded. I bet if I would have had one of those car boats or toy boats, I could have like ridden that. That's how much it flooded. It was in the basement, and the water just kept piling and piling. The um, the drain was full. No water was going down. I had to do a lot of work then, and we heard that something like this was coming in the most recent days, right? So I'm outside setting up, make sure everything is proofed, windproof, and if anything were to happen, that we're safe inside. I'm outside, and someone actually, during all of this, tried to go onto our property and steal our dogs. As you know, I rescue dogs. I've rescued dogs for years. It's just one of my passions. I've even looked at rescue dogs from abroad, from foreign countries. Recently, just been North America, our most recent rescues, all different states. And I remember watching that and try to get the license plates, and they sped off. But how unfortunate is that? So that's something we've increased the armor here at the studio, because even if our dogs are rescues and they haven't always lived with us like since puppies, and the majority of them have, like, let me count. We got one rescue when they're very young, maybe, transitioning out of puppyhood, but very young. Actually, I think the majority did come from puppies, except when I think of puppies, I think about like they just came out of like their mother. That's what I think about. But like a few weeks, they're still puppies. Hey, what's up, Sontoloyo from Indonesia? What's up, Indonesia? And Aaron Petrillo. Hi, Aaron. Make sure you subscribe and like the stream. We have a podcast, Technology That Builds Wealth, because I help you make money off of the technology that you already own. That's just one of the projects that we have ongoing. I'm just telling a story about something that we're going through here. Someone tried breaking into our house to steal our rescue dogs, and like they got close enough that there would have been really big problems. Like they're telling my dogs, right? They were saying, "Come here, boy. Come on, come get into my car." And they were all antic and frantic, and I didn't know what was going on. As I was in the middle of just setting up the house before the major storm. Now the last storm wrecked the studio. I mean, completely flooded it. So I was just, I was in hurry mode. I was just working briskly, and I hear this, and I see this from the, peripheral of my eyes, and I'm just like, okay. First thing I think about, can I get the plates? How many people are in that vehicle? Uh, and my next recourse of action. And then they see me, right? Because I'm on the porch setting everything up, and they speed off. The devils speed off. I mean, they speed off, and then we know. Well, they got that idea that just because we let our dogs run around the yard, that they're gonna come here and take them. That's unacceptable. So we know it might happen again, and we've fortified, we've armored our home a little bit more. I mean, armored it. Like, trust me, our house is a ton. Like, we had the surveillance cameras up, right? This is a studios that we have here, and it's now the surveillance cameras know where to point, and we know what to look out for. Aaron Trillo, thank you for subscribing. That means a lot. And shout out to Thomas, whose birthday is today on Easter. What did you all eat for Easter today? Anyone celebrate Easter? Still celebrating it? Maybe just getting done with dinner. Over here at where I'm at, we had some really good food, amazing food. I think what stood out to me the most was probably the rice and beans. We had some what do you call that? The eggs. They mashed the eggs, mashed eggs. Then we had some a lot of vegetarian options. There's fish options. There were, and then we had pineapple cake. And pineapple cake is amazing. Bacon Hair had a great Easter. Happy Easter. Same to you, lad. Make sure to subscribe and like the stream. I give shout outs, we give awards and rewards, and one day, if you're part of my subscription list, I may just contact you and say, hey, you won an award off of the random selection. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and every subscriber means something. Today is Easter, a very magical day. Thank you, Bacon Hair, for subscribing. I was just telling a little story, something that I'm going through. My dogs were almost robbed from our property. And this is the thing. All the dogs are different sizes. The big dog, like the biggest dog, is probably the size of, you all know the cartoon Bluey? It's one of those. It's one of those big Australian shepherds. So no one's going to really take her. Like her, you're going to have to fight, and she's going to, like, bark, bite, and protect hers. But then we have some small dogs. The next size dog is a fox terrier. We think the fox terrier is mixed with pit bull, and she can put up a fight. I mean, she is the veteran here of most of the dogs. Then we have 3 small dogs. One of the dogs is doesn't like people, and he is going to bark. He's going to bite. He's not going to go with anyone. That's our Tibetan Spaniel. Then there is our newest addition, a baby puppy. Mason 2. Welcome, Mason 2. I looked at your name and I said, hey, Mason 2, sort of like a Mewtwo, so there might be a Mason 1 somewhere, right? So what's up, Mason 2? Make sure you subscribe and like. Why would anyone ever subscribe and like? Well, there are rewards, shout-outs based on if you subscribe. And hello. Yep, so I'm telling a story about how the dogs almost got stolen from our property during a major severe storm that we had here. And I just talked about most of the dogs. But then we have, what's that other dog? Oh, yes, we have the farm dog, who isn't going to go with anyone. She's just going to run away. But the one I worried about was the puppy, because the puppy is new, a new rescue. And that one is like a Shih Tzu. Very kind dog, polite dog. And ever since then, we've been just fortified. We've been looking out for the safety of the dogs. And yeah, that was something, that was a doozy. And oh, that's your only channel? All right, Mason new too. Make sure you subscribe. Means a lot. I will go live later. A lot of people are requesting live game throughs, music reviewed, food reviews. The podcast is getting a lot of attention and love. Technology that builds wealth. So if you're interested in making money with the technology that you already own, that might be something you appreciate. That's on our channel. And let's see, we have 5 rescues. Those are all dogs. We don't worry about the cats. The cats are all indoor cats. And the reason we don't let our cats go out is because when we save the cats, like we rescued these cats, it was a process. And the process was, well, they all came from broken homes. And we had to deworm them. We had to give them flea medication and heal them back to health. So ever since we rescued those cats, we said, okay, they're going to be indoor cats, and they're going to get the entire, like a huge section of the house. And then they get to have free play, where they get to explore the entire house. So we're not worried about the cats. Cats don't go out. It's only the dogs that go out and run around the yard. Entire yard is open for them to explore. And we didn't always do that. We would just let the dogs run in. We would initially just let the dogs like run out and come back in. But the reason that we started to do that is because one of our rescues, we have a rescue that came from a reservation, and she had really bad legs and hips. So we wanted to build her muscles, and we thought, hey, what if she could run the entire yard all day? She would build her muscle back quickly. She would have fun, and she would be safe because she would be on our property. So then we decided to let the dogs just roam freely, all of them, not just her. So they all got to benefit from that. Well, everyone, make sure you subscribe and like the stream. This was just an impromptu God TLC chill. I'm headed to the studio right now. So if you come back, you'll see that I'm live again. And if you are waiting, check out some of our other videos, our other lives. We have something for everyone. Peace.